go from Denver. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft. Former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love. Love going to throw right away. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There's some space here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Beatty, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give running left, it's Sanders. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Chargers at 8-8 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win. Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those type of...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
That's returnable now for Smith. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Davis Price. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Running right, here's Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. It's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 4th down, Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Davis Price. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see it. Offense and the defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here, Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's caught by Sanders. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this hit's caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah McKenzie, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably had a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Slayton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here's Chase McLaughlin now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing. Love. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Love. And he'll find Pittman. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bilal Nichols, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 74 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert on target to his man, Likely. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Herbert now. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Broncos now down by 16, a minute 37 remaining. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Love's throw here pulled in by Hilton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Love. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. On 4th down, Love. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw to... and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.